This land is home to around 101,000 lakes, places where the land is still rising above the sea, some of Europe's oldest forests, and one of the best places on Earth to witness the aurora borealis. These are just a few glimpses of what you're about to experience in the breathtaking natural wonders of Sweden. So stay with us for a few moments as we journey through the amazing landscapes of Europe's last wilderness. Abisko National Park. This is a park you can see both the midnight sun in summer and the northern lights in winter, all while surrounded by towering mountains and ancient forests. That magical destination is Abisko National Park, a gateway to Sweden's far north and one of the best places in the world to witness the aurora borealis. Situated in Swedish Lapland, near the Norwegian border, Abisko is known for its clear skies and unique microclimate caused by nearby Lake Thunetrusk and surrounding mountains, which often push away clouds. The park was established in 1909, making it one of Sweden's first national parks, at a time when conservation was just emerging as a concept in Europe. Abisko's signature feature is the Abisko Canyon, where meltwater carves through bedrock in a series of dramatic rapids and falls. It's also the starting point of the Kungsleden, the King's Trail, a legendary 440-kilometer trekking route that draws adventurers from around the globe. Abisko is rich in Sami heritage, with ancient migratory paths and traditional settlements still visible in the region. Its ecosystems are a living laboratory, used for climate research and Arctic biology for over a century, making it as scientifically valuable as it is scenic. Kebnekaise. This is the mountain to climb if you want to stand top of the Sweden. Southern Peak currently reaches about 2,096 meters above sea level, though its exact height changes yearly because it's capped by a glacier. Located deep in Swedish Lapland, Kebnekaise is part of the Scandinavian mountains and presents a challenging but rewarding ascent through rugged terrain, glaciers, and breathtaking views. The mountain has long attracted mountaineers, scientists, and adventurers eager to explore Sweden's Arctic wilderness. Historically, Kebnekaise has cultural significance to the Sami people, whose traditional reindeer herding routes traverse the region. Recent climate studies show its glacier has been shrinking due to global warming, turning the mountain into a natural barometer of climate change impacts in the north. Besides its environmental importance, Kebnekaise is the starting point for incredible multi-day hikes like the Kungsleden Trail and offers a rare chance to experience Sweden's alpine ecosystem, including mountain birch forests, Arctic foxes, and rare alpine flowers. Sarek National Park. What if you could step into a landscape so wild that there are no roads, no cabins, and no marked trails, just raw, untouched nature as far as the eye can see? Welcome to Sarek National Park, often referred to as Europe's last true wilderness, nestled in the heart of Swedish Lapland above the Arctic Circle. Established in 1909, Sarek is one of Sweden's oldest national parks and forms part of the Laponia UNESCO World Heritage Site, a vast region that also preserves the traditional culture of the Sami people, who have herded reindeer here for millennia. Covering nearly 2,000 square kilometers, Sarek is a dramatic world of over 200 glaciers, 6 of Sweden's highest peaks, and deep U-shaped valleys carved by ancient ice. Perhaps the park's most iconic feature is the Rapa Valley or Rapadalen, a stunning, braided river delta that fans out beneath towering cliffs like a green and blue tapestry. Despite its remote location and harsh weather, Sarek is a pilgrimage for seasoned hikers, mountaineers, and scientists who come to study climate change, glacial retreat, and rare Arctic wildlife like wolverines, lynx, and golden eagles. The absence of modern infrastructure means you must be fully self-reliant. Sarek offers one of the most profound nature experiences in Europe, a place where time slows, silence dominates, and nature still reigns supreme, just as it has for thousands of years. Padjelanta National Park. This is a place so peaceful and remote that the only sounds you hear are bird songs, reindeer bells, and the soft wind over alpine lakes. That's the serene beauty of Padjelanta National Park, Sweden's largest national park and part of the vast Laponia UNESCO World Heritage Site. Covering over 1,900 square kilometers of gentle rolling plateaus, glacier-fed lakes, and flower-filled meadows, Padjelanta offers a sharp contrast to the jagged peaks of neighboring Sarek. The name Padjelanta comes from the Sami word Budjalunda, meaning higher land, and it has long served as summer pastureland for Sami reindeer herders. It's also one of the few places where you can still see traditional Sami huts and interact with Sami communities at seasonal settlements like Stalaluakta. While Sarek tests endurance, Padjelanta welcomes hikers with marked trails and rustic cabins, especially along the Padjelanta Trail, which connects to the longer Kungsleden. The park is famous for its biodiversity, with rare Arctic plants and large numbers of birds like long-tailed skuas and great snipes. Hällingsåfallet, a hidden gem in the remote parts of Jämtland, where water crashes down 43 meters into a narrow gorge carved by millennia of glacial melt and tectonic activity. What makes Hällingsåfallet unique is not just its vertical drop, but the surrounding Hällingså Canyon, stretching for over 800 meters and lined with steep, moss-covered walls that seem to swallow sound and light. The microclimate created by the waterfall's mist supports rare mosses, lichens, and fungi, some found only in this specific environment. It's also a hotspot for endangered birds like the white-throated dipper. Though relatively unknown to international travelers, the area is popular among geologists and ecologists, as it offers insight into post-glacial landscape formation and species migration. Local Sami communities have long considered the canyon sacred, and it features in oral storytelling traditions. In recent years, conservation efforts have improved access while maintaining the area's pristine quality, with wooden boardwalks and interpretive signs explaining its unique ecology. Ristafallet. This quiet waterfall in Sweden was featured in a Viking saga, and a famous film adaptation of The Brothers Lionheart by Astrid Lindgren. Ristafallet, a 14-meter-high, 50-meter-wide cascade near Ara in Jämtland, surrounded by forest and myth. In Norse legends, this region was a place where spirits dwelled and travelers would leave offerings for safe passage. During the spring flood, the waterfall roars with glacial meltwater, creating mist that shrouds the surrounding pine forest, adding to its mystical aura. The adjacent campsite and trails make it a great family-friendly destination, where you can walk behind parts of the falls and explore rock formations shaped by centuries of erosion. Ristafallet is also part of Sweden's early hydroelectric history. Though never dammed, the river it flows from was once considered for power generation. Luckily, preservation won out, and today it stands as one of the few medium-sized waterfalls that retains its natural flow year-round. A perfect blend of beauty, culture, and legend, Ristafallet is like a storybook scene brought to life. Tännforsen Waterfall. How loud is the sound of 700 cubic meters of water per second crashing down a rock face? Visit Tännforsen, Sweden's largest waterfall by volume, and you'll find out. Located near Ara in Jämtland County, Tännforsen plunges 38 meters and spans nearly 60 meters across, creating a thunderous spectacle especially during the spring snowmelt. Unlike some waterfalls that are hidden in remote wilderness, Tännforsen is surprisingly accessible and open year-round. In winter, the mist from the falls freezes into ice formations, creating an otherworldly ice palace, making it one of Sweden's most unique cold-weather attractions. Historically, Tännforsen was part of indigenous Sami reindeer migration paths and has featured in local folklore as a place of spiritual power. Today, it is protected as a natural reserve, and the nearby visitor center offers cultural exhibits, eco-trails, and stories of how this mighty fall nearly became part of a hydroelectric dam project, which was thankfully halted by conservation efforts in the 1970s. Helagsfjället. Did you know Sweden has glaciers outside of the Arctic Circle? One of the southernmost is nestled on Helagsfjället, a stunning mountain in the Härjedalen region and home to Sweden's highest peak south of the Arctic Circle. 1,797 meters, the Helags Glacier hugs the mountain's eastern face, offering a dramatic backdrop to an already beautiful alpine landscape. But Helags is not just about geology. It's also one of the best places in Sweden to spot wild Arctic foxes, a species once nearly extinct in Scandinavia and now slowly recovering thanks to conservation work. The area is steeped in Sami history, as it has long been used as summer grazing land for reindeer. Helags is also notable in Sami mythology as a sacred place, and many Sami legends feature spirits residing in the surrounding peaks. The Helags Mountain Station, a cozy base camp run by the Swedish Tourist Association, allows hikers to rest before ascending to the summit. The hike itself is a perfect introduction to Sweden's mountain trekking culture. Challenging, yet accessible to non-experts with breathtaking views of alpine valleys, clear streams, and vast tundra. Vindelfjällen Nature Reserve. This is one of Europe's largest protected areas, covering nearly 5,600 square kilometers of mountains, valleys, and rivers. Located in Västerbotten County in northern Sweden, Vindelfjällen is a true sanctuary for biodiversity. The reserve's name means wind mountains, hinting at its often wild weather and exposed peaks. It is famous for its diverse habitats ranging from dense boreal forests and alpine tundra to vast wetlands, which host a rich variety of wildlife like lynx, wolverines, golden eagles, and even the elusive Arctic fox. Vindelfjällen has been protected since the 1970s, following a massive environmental campaign that successfully stopped plans to build a large hydroelectric dam which would have flooded the area. Today, it's a favorite for hiking, fishing, and cross-country skiing, and it remains a crucial stronghold for Sami culture, where traditional reindeer herding continues to this day. The reserve also plays an important role in scientific research on climate change and conservation biology, serving as a living laboratory to monitor northern ecosystems in transition. Njupeskär Waterfall and Hällingsåfallet National Park. Imagine a waterfalls taller than Niagara Falls, set in a landscape older than the pyramids, and guarded by the world's oldest living tree. That would be Njupeskär, the highest waterfall in Sweden. Located within Hällingsåfallet National Park in central Sweden, the waterfall plunges 93 meters down a rugged sandstone cliff, creating a cool mist that nourishes a pocket of rare mosses, lichens, and alpine plants. What makes Njupeskär and Hällingsåfallet truly exceptional is the combination of stunning natural beauty and fascinating science. In 2004, researchers discovered Old Chico, a clonal spruce tree near the park's plateau that is more than 9,560 years old, making it the oldest known living tree on Earth. The park's flat highlands and steep cliffs also show clear evidence of ancient flood events from glacial meltwater that reshaped the land over millennia. Unlike many parks in the Arctic North, Hällingsåfallet has easily accessible trails and even a visitor center that offers geology and climate exhibits, making it a popular spot for families and school groups. In winter, the frozen Njupeskär becomes an ice climber's paradise, while in summer, it draws photographers and hikers from across Europe. Valon Nature Reserve. Tucked along Sweden's Bohuslän coast, Valon Nature Reserve is a lesser-known but deeply rewarding destination that captures the essence of the West Coast's rugged beauty. This protected area lies near the town of Tanum, not far from the UNESCO World Heritage Site of Bronze Age rock carvings, hinting at a long history of human presence in the region. But Valon itself is all about natural drama. Wind-sculpted pine forests, heather-covered hills, and smooth granite outcrops that plunge into the salt-sprayed waters of the Skagerrak Sea. Its coastline is a haven for seabirds, seals, and kayakers who weave through narrow channels and inlets. Inland, the terrain shifts to quiet woodland paths with rare coastal plants and hidden viewpoints. The exposed geology here tells the story of the Baltic Shield, some of the Earth's oldest bedrock, shaped by both glaciation and centuries of wind and wave erosion. Valon is also part of a region historically important to Swedish fishing and sailing culture, with old boat harbors and sea routes nearby. Skuleskogen National Park. This unique stretch of Swedish coastline is still rising out of the sea at a rate of nearly a centimeter per year. That's the high coast, Höga, and within it lies the enchanting Skuleskogen National Park, where geology, mythology, and deep forest trails come together. Skuleskogen is famed for its Slutdalsgraven, a dramatic rock crevice that slices through granite cliffs like a natural corridor, nearly 200 meters long and 40 meters deep. According to local legend, this otherworldly fissure was once the hiding place of bandits and trolls, stories still told in local folklore. The park's terrain is shaped by the post-glacial rebound, a process that began after the last ice age when the heavy ice sheets melted and the land slowly began to rise again. Today, you can literally walk on ground that was once seafloor thousands of years ago. Dense spruce and pine forests stretch between ancient cliffs and pristine lakes, creating habitats for rare species like the Eurasian lynx and capercaillie. With well-marked trails, cozy shelters, and ocean views from the mountain tops, Skuleskogen is not only a geological wonder but also a perfect outdoor classroom to learn about Earth's ever-changing surface. Lake Vänern. This lake is not only the largest lake in Sweden, but also the third largest in all of Europe. Covering an impressive 5,655 square kilometers, Vänern is a freshwater giant with a coastline longer than Sweden's entire Baltic Sea coast. Its waters are dotted with thousands of islands, from tiny rocky outcrops to larger inhabited ones, making it a diverse habitat for fish, birds, and rare plants. Vänern has been vital throughout Swedish history as a trade and transportation route since prehistoric times, connecting inland settlements to the sea. Archaeological finds around its shores reveal ancient Viking-era artifacts, medieval castles, and old fishing communities. The lake is famous for its abundant fish species like pike, perch, and salmon, drawing anglers from all over. From sailing and kayaking to hiking in surrounding nature reserves, there are many activities available. Its vast waters and scenic bays also influence the climate of the region, creating mild conditions that support unique ecosystems. Vänern is more than just a lake. It's a cultural and ecological treasure at the heart of Sweden's natural heritage. Gotland's Raukar. This is a place where nature's own sculptures shaped by time and tides. The Raukar on Sweden's island of Gotland are tall, dramatic limestone stacks rising from sandy shores like ancient sentinels. These peculiar rock formations were carved during the last ice age, when the sea level and land elevation fluctuated dramatically due to glacial melting and isostatic rebound. The name Raukar comes from Old Norse, meaning mountain or rock. Gotland's Raukar are not only geological wonders but also hold archaeological significance. Nearby, evidence of prehistoric settlements, Viking relics, and medieval churches tells the story of human habitation dating back thousands of years. In here you will find the most famous and extensive collections of these natural sculptures, set against windswept beaches and turquoise waters. The Raukar area is an amazing place to experience the surreal combination of natural beauty and cultural heritage. Their slow but constant erosion reminds us of the Earth's ever-changing surface, sculpted patiently by nature's forces over millennia. Kullaberg Nature Reserve. What happens when towering cliffs, mysterious caves, and rare orchids all coexist in one dramatic peninsula? You get Kullaberg Nature Reserve, a rugged headland jutting into the Kattegatt Sea in southern Sweden's Skane County. The reserve is famous for its cliffside hiking, bird-watching, and sea caves like Silvergrotten, once believed to house pirates and smugglers. The combination of steep coastal bluffs and panoramic views makes Kullaberg a favorite destination. One of its most iconic landmarks is Kulen Lighthouse, one of Sweden's oldest and brightest lighthouses, guiding ships since the 1500s. The peninsula is also home to Kullaberg's Grotten, where archaeological finds suggest human use dating back to the Stone Age. The unique mix of limestone and coastal climate has created habitats for endangered plants like the pasqueflower and diverse birdlife, including peregrine falcons. Kullaberg also hosts one of Sweden's few land-based whale-watching locations, where porpoises are occasionally seen. So here we are, at the end of a journey through a land where ancient forests whisper stories, lakes reflect the sky, and nature still reigns free. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this adventure, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a moment from the world's most breathtaking places. We'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and let us know which Swedish wonder amazed you the most, or where you'd love to explore next. Until next time, happy travels.